Seattle U.
I like it.
VIP card.
Oh. Pete give you that one?
It gives me a free hot dog and a Coke.
Look at that.
At all the games.
Right there. You get to sit on the bench.
If he would let me sit on the bench, it would be an honor to sit on Pete Fewing's bench.
Oh, see, now you open that door. He's going to have
So there you go.
Table.
Coach, there was a report this morning that Freddie Juarez has left RSL and will be joining Seattle as an assistant. Can you comment at all to that report this morning?
I saw the report. Other than that, I think Freddie's a great coach, and I can't comment on things that aren't confirmed.
Do you have any sort of relationship or work, talked to Juarez in the past?
Yeah, for sure. He's a good coach and he's a nice man.
Portland is on the horizon. Obviously, the last game went quite well for you. How do you make sure that the guys stay level-headed going into?
Nico, thank you for that easy question. It's kind of a trap game, and that's kind of the messaging that I gave. Look, there has been a lot of things going on. Number one, we are hosting what is going to be a great event with the Thorns and the Rain and Sounders Timbers. It's a celebration of Seattle soccer, and sometimes those big events can be, a little bit of a distraction. I think the emotional uptick of a week where we went away from home and got 9 points in 7 days, which was a remarkable achievement. Sometimes even that, it was an emotional week, and Jimmy Traore leaving, kind of sets you up maybe for a little bit of a letdown. And then you have the 6-2 result, which obviously is going to motivate our opponents. And does that, creep into your, subconscious? Oh, it's 6-2 and we had a good result, so we're at home, it's a big event. Do we get carried away in the day? So my very strong message today was we need to make sure that we're focused. We are absolutely laser focused on what we need to do against a team that, look, we haven't had a lot of success at home here since 2018. So I reminded them that as well. So I'm trying to cover all the bases and let them know that we don't want to fall into any sort of trap game.
Talk about how busy it is. I mean, the All-Star Game came up on Wednesday as well. What was your impression of having 6 Sounders on the same field?
I'm very proud of that. Starting, thanks Bob, Ante. No, they treated our players very well. Bob did a great job. Ante did a great job. They treated us very well. The timings of everything. I thought it was a nice touch that 6 Sounders got to start. I don't know if that was only Bob's decision or a league decision or however that came about, but I appreciate that very much. I thought it was very special for the players and the fans. So the game itself, I was actually impressed because both teams did not want to lose. And I thought the tempo was high. I thought the quality of the game was very high. So I actually, as a soccer fan, Jackson, watched the whole thing, and it was an entertaining game.
Did you talk to Bob beforehand about trying to get all 6 at the same time?
No, but I did talk to him about limited minutes for some players.
Did you expect you to get that much time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, look, I was going to get Nuhu into the game against Columbus if possible. He was scheduled to get a run out. But just the way that game manifested itself, the way it unfolded, I wasn't able to put Nuhu on the field. So, was it ideal? Was there some risk? Of course. But Nuhu is a tough kid. You saw him. He was happy to be back out on the field.
Brian, Sunday, aside from the soccer, is that the kind of event that kids think about 15 years from now and say, I remember I was there?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the soccer, it's an event.
I hope so. I mean, look, there has been an uptick in women's soccer in this country. Obviously, the national team has always kind of had that already, but the Women's League, the Rain, the Thorns obviously do a good job down there in Portland. Yeah, there's lean years as you start to try and build the league and build momentum. So for them, I'm sure it's going to be great playing in front of a big crowd. For us, we'd love to help. I mean, I saw all the social media posts. I think Brad Kellen do a great job interacting with the Reign players, not just for this event, but other events. I know are some of our guys that go down there and support the Reign. So I think it's going to be a great event for the city of Seattle for soccer fans. And yeah, I mean, it might not hold I saw Pele play in the Kingdome to open the Kingdome. I mean, it might not be that, but I'm sure there's a lot of young men and women that are going to appreciate 2 very good soccer matches on Sunday.
What are your plans for Sunday? Are you able to step away and watch some of the Reign Thorns game?
I'll go early for sure. For sure. I always like coming to the stadium. I'll watch for sure.
Coach, it seems like Lil Chu could be arriving in Seattle. Lil Chu could potentially be arriving in Seattle in the next couple of days. Do you already have a...
How do you know that?
Just hear
I mean, why don't you tell me?
No, I'm just saying. It could
Okay,
be.
okay.
There's potential for that. Do you have a plan for him already? Or,
Yeah, sure.
how to
We're
do
going to
it?
try and get him safely integrated within the group with all the COVID protocols. We're going to get him up to speed on what we try and do as Seattle Sounders. And hopefully the kid gets a little guidance from JP. He starts learning the language. He gets to know his teammates. And we get a productive player.
You want to tell him about maybe fans seeing him on the field Sunday, maybe? That easy up?
Maybe some fans might see him on the field on Sunday.
Not playing. But
All right.
Not playing, of course, but maybe.
Great.
On the availability, how's Stephen Fry doing with those tests?
Great.
Did he was able to
He's passed all of the tests from his knee injury.
Couple questions via Zoom from Jada Evans at the Seattle Times on Sunday with the importance of a Sounders-Reign relationship and effort against the Portland Timbers. Obviously, that's the same ownership group in Portland, but talk about the Seattle men's and women's teams having a relationship, being involved in this event together.
Yeah, I think I spoke to it a little bit. I mean, our players are supportive. Their players are supportive. We're all soccer people. So I would say, Jada, that, it is going to be a big event. I hope it crosses both the women's sport and the men's sport. And what I hope is that the fans get treated to 2 fantastic games, and I certainly am going to support Laura and make sure that I support the Reign, and hopefully you guys win, because that would be really good to start that day off with a win, and then I'll try and follow it up with a win as well.
And lastly, another part of Sunday is honoring the life and legacy of Jimi Hendrix. You've spoken about your affinity for him in the past. Just talk a little bit about
All along the Watchtower.
looking forward to
The jerseys are cool. The song kicks ass. It's one of my favorites. And what more do I need to say?
With regard to Portland, do you expect to see anything different from Gio in how they set up the team, given kind of the situation that they're in and coming off, obviously, the result from their perspective, a tough result against you guys on last week?
Mickey, we don't know. I mean, he played a little different formation against Sporting KC. They went back to a Christmas tree shape. They play 4-2-3-1. Is he going to play a back line of 5 and just try and kill some of the game? We don't know. What I do know is Gio is a very good coach, and I know that he's going to be super motivated in this game. So whatever tactics, whatever lineup, whatever he does, I know he'll have his team prepared.
Got Raul Diaz, Christian, Alex all being called up. Can you just give us some light on that?
Again, it's a proud moment for me. Proud moment for the club. It shows that we are a big club. We've always been a big club. We continue to strive to stay a big club. And having international players certainly is a sign of that.
Do you expect any of those to miss any games?
Don't know. You know when the game schedule is for Raul. It's Thursday. Christian's Wednesday. So we'll see.
Brian, you mentioned it's a big club, obviously. You've had a lot of people from various levels. You've gone down to Chris Little. You've gotten other jobs at other places. Craig Weibel comes in. How is he been a resource for this club in developing connections all around the world with clubs everywhere?
He's been a great hire. Yeah, he's come in and, you know, helped us with Leo Chu, has helped us with some of our processes. He's come in with a fresh set of eyes, which keeps me on my toes to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to stay at an elite level. He was obviously a tremendous player. I love the fact that he and I can exchange stories about a certain road trip in the middle of Indianapolis, Indiana somewhere, on a bus with a bunch of USL players when he was on loan. There's a lot of good connections and a lot of good things about Craig Weibel. One of the things I like the most is he's an honest, humble guy.
Is it still your expectation to have that assistant coach spot filled by the opening game, or still on track for that? Not with regard to who it may be, but are you still planning to have that slot filled?
Well, it might happen before the game. It might happen next week. It might happen 2 weeks from now.